Hello everyone, it's Sandra and welcome to today's video. Today's video is one that I look forward to every single year, and it's my Best of Beauty 2021. And if you are new to my channel, every year since 2014, when I film this video, I rope in my best friend, Dina, and we do our favorites together. We share our favorite beauty discoveries of the year. We do try to kind of focus in on products that we have specifically discovered over the last year. And I'm really excited. I'm going to call her in just a little bit. She lives in Chicago, so we're not able to do it in person this year. So we're going to do it virtually like we did last year. It worked out really well. We had a lot of fun doing it. So we're gonna be doing the same thing. It's nice to get the perspective from somebody that isn't as deeply immersed into the online beauty space as I am. So I always think it's so interesting to know what she's buying, what she's trying, what she's loving. It's always such a fun conversation. So sit back, relax. It's going to be a long one. Grab a drink. I'm going to have timestamps below, so you'll see different chapters as the video plays if you want to skip around. But yeah, if you want to know what the cream of the crop of 2021 have been for Dina and I, just keep on watching. Is our correspondent in Chicago live? Is she available?
Hi. I'm here waiting patiently. Well, you were waiting patiently, but yes, I'm here.
Even though we are in what feels like year 3065 of the coronavirus pandemic,
That's crazy.
We're still here. We're still here. We're having favorites happen. Unfortunately, not in real life, but we've got technology on our side. We're going to start sharing our beauty favorites, our best beauty discoveries of the year, and we're going to start with skincare. Dina, what skincare favorites have you discovered this year?
Okay, so a few of them. I bought a device from Lemieux. I don't know if you can see that.
What is that?
It's really cool. So I have this solution in here, and you can mix it. It's like an activator. And you can mix it in with a water-based serum to get a more even application because it's an airbrush gun. But so it's a compressor, so you press this, you can hear it, and then you just hold this nozzle back and you can adjust the how much air is coming in and how much product you're getting. But it's such a nice way of applying product. Like, you don't need this. It's a nice even way to apply my serum or this toner. For me, even just using that activator before I put on my moisturizer is so nice. I used to use like my hands and it just wasn't a very even application. So I put it on, put on my moisturizer. It feels great. It's not like excessively wet in some areas like with a spritz. I think that's why I really enjoy it a lot. It's just kind of more of an even application.
It makes doing your skincare routine quick and more enjoyable. I guess it's something that you look forward to, which is nice.
Quick, easy. It's an even application, so yeah, I really enjoy it.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it was. So I feel cool. Like, I feel like a cool, like, person now. SkinCeuticals Hydrating B5 Mask. I think in the wintertime, I just need that extra bit of help. And so I just put this on at night 2 or 3 times a week. I haven't tried this, like, if I'm taking a bath. I think that would be really nice, too.
Does it smell like anything?
No, it's completely...
That's good.
Nothing. Yeah, it's nice. There's no scent.
I want to try that. I'll add that to my list to try after I use up the one I have.
I also got this. I found this brand, Noshaba. It's like a very, very small, it's like a boutique, all-natural company. And they use like natural products. So they have limited edition products depending on the season and what the yield is. So this is the Waters of Root Flora. And I use this as a toner. And I really, really do like this. It smells very crunchy. It looks like a turmeric shot. I feel like it really helps my barrier. So I use this as a toner after I wash my face. I use it a couple times a week if I need like that extra boost. You have to shake it up. It's like by face, like just the things settle, the ingredients. And so I use it on a cotton pad. And my skin just feels soft and it doesn't feel dry, but it's not greasy. So...
That's
I'll
nice.
have to get the ingredients for you. But yeah, renewing face toner.
So it's like a soothing, hydrating, moisturizing barrier support. It's not astringent. It's not like witch hazel pore refining. No. It's like it's a moisturizing thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, not acidic at all. And then well, I'll leave that with Buddy. I love a face roller. I love this nice ice face roller. It feels so good. I don't know if I ever talked about it. And I have one of those other devices that have like the 2-prong heads that are round. That's nice too, but sometimes you just want like immediate like relief.
Cool.
Especially in the summertime, if you're doing your hair and you're like sweating and you're like, Jesus, like I need a little help. The Triple Lipid Restore, it's so nice for winter.
The best.
Yeah, it's a good texture. It's so nice. Sometimes when I think of heavier moisturizers, I think of more like La Mer, where it's a really, really thick, almost not a paste, but it's very thick. This feels like a heavier gel consistency. So it feels really good. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you
and
like
especially after I go in with my little device and I just like pat on it feels really good. I feel like my skin is just plump and refreshed.
Awesome.
What about you?
I'm glad you started with the device because I also have a device. So even though we have not discussed our favorites ahead of time, we are still on the same wavelength. And it is my LED mask. I bought this. I bought this in the beginning of the year, I think February, and yeah. I love it. I love it so much. I love this like silicone design because it's really, really comfortable. It molds to your face, and it just has these like Velcro straps that you can attach. It uses red light, which helps with collagen, stimulating collagen production. It helps with if I'm breaking out. It feels like every time after I use this, my breakouts seem to be a little less angry. If I'm having a lot of sensitivity or irritation, this instantly kind of tones it down. In the beginning, when you first start using it, they recommend using it 5 times a week for the first 4 to 6 weeks, and then after that you can just do maybe 2 times a week for maintenance. Now I'd say I use it about 2 to 3 times a week. The one I have is by the brand Omnilox Contour, but there are several brands that do this design, and I'm sure they're probably made in the same factory. They're all in the same price point. Well worth it for me. I use this constantly. And with any device, consistency is the most important, because you can buy the most amazing effective device, but if you are not consistent with it, you're not going to get the benefits and the results. And this I love because it's easy. I can just slap it on. The cycle is 10 minutes, and I'm just watching TV. Oh. And it has like, it's mobile. Like it has this little remote, but I can put the remote in my pocket and just walk. I can walk around the house. I can do the dishes. I can put away laundry while I'm doing it. Yeah, you don't have to lay down.
So do you have to charge it?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you charge it. Okay. It's just got like a USB-C charger, and that's it. The other device, this is not a new device. I've had this device for over 3 years, but this year they have totally revamped the app, and it's amazing. And it's a microcurrent and nanocurrent device. It's the Zip. I've talked about it before. I've had it for over 3 years now, and I love it so much. But yeah, they redid the app, and now they have more treatments, and they have treatment plans. So I'm doing this treatment plan right now where it's like 1 month, and you're on a schedule, and it tells you what to do. Oh. And I like the fact that it just tells you what to do. I like the direction. I like the structure. And that way you can kind of get the most out of the device. So I really love the app update that they did. I think that it really adds to the user experience. The app update has made me kind of fall in love with this device again. But again, you have to be consistent with it. I have 2 sunscreens that I have fallen in love with. One has been like my summer sunscreen when I'm more oily, the Shiseido. This is the Shiseido Urban Environment Oil-Free UV Protector. So good, really helps kind of refine my pores, helps with some oil control. It's a combination sunscreen, so it's physical and chemical filters. Love it. This is what I'm using right now. This is like gonna be my new go-to fall winter sunscreen because it's a bit more moisturizing. It's the Dr. Loretta Urban Antioxidant Sunscreen. So good. It's like a bit more moisturizing than this. So depending on how my skin is feeling, sometimes I do a moisturizer underneath, sometimes I don't. I just skip moisturizer. So cosmetically elegant. They wear nicely under makeup.
I used to use the Shiseido one. It's really nice.
And then the Paula's Choice. I talked about this in a favorites video before, but it's the 25% AHA, 2% BHA exfoliant peel. So good. This is like my favorite acid exfoliant that I've ever tried from Paula's Choice. And Paula's Choice does a lot of acids, and this is amazing. I use it once a week. You leave it on for 10 minutes, then you rinse it off, and my skin is just so soft and smooth. And I love it. It really helps, when you're kind of using tretinoin, sometimes you can get the flaky skin. This just really helps smooth all that out.
My honorable mention is the skin pen that I've been getting at my dermatologist's office. I think that for me, that's really helped with my skin. They had a package of 6, and so I did it. And they alternate between, you get a skin pen 1 month, and then 6 weeks later is a hydrofacial. And I really do see an improvement in pigmentation and overall tone in my skin. I still have a sunspot that I'm sure if I have a laser eventually or later on, that'll take care of it. The downtime is a couple days. And now my esthetician, Emily, who I'm obsessed with, she was telling me how they've been studying not on the first day of treatment, but on the second day of treatment using vitamin C and vitamin A in like different combinations to really help with the turnover.
After
of
you do
your
your
skin.
dermapen thing. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Let's dive into makeup. Have you had any like foundation, concealer, complexion products that you've loved?
Yeah, actually. Yes, I bought the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection.
okay.
I like it. I'm wearing it right now. It's in the shade Light 5.
I'm wearing it today
I love
too.
it. It's nice, but I feel that I can really only apply it with a beauty blender. For me, with a beauty blender, it goes on perfectly. When I try to apply it with a brush, it cakes around my mouth area and my chin. So for me, that bit of extra moisture from the water in the beauty blender really helps it to adhere in a more smooth, flawless finish fashion or whatever. I do love it. This foundation is nice in the summer, but for the winter, it just adds that bit of like life into your skin. So it feels good. And then I have a few face products. I have the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer in
I've never tried anything from Ilia.
Chicory. Their products work. I think my issue is again, I'm in my 30s and I'm inching towards 40 and my skin's changing. And so you have to kind of have products that work with your skin. This feels more like a serum. There's more moisturizing properties that don't seem to get stuck. Like I didn't powder under my eyes. So for me, this works. And I have an eye cream underneath. I have the SkinCeuticals. So yeah, I really, really like it. I like the applicator. It's just a nice, like flat-footed applicator.
So it's like a nice moisturizing under eye concealer. You don't use it all over your face. You just use it under the eyes.
No. I rarely ever conceal a blemish that I have on my face. I literally only stick to under my eyes. I don't care. Sometimes I go to work with like a, because again, we're still working from home. Nobody really sees us. And so I feel like I can get away with more than, it's a Maya interruption, sorry. And again, I think my skin pen is helping. My hydrofacials are helping because she'll do a small extraction. Even when I do get a zit, it's not about vanity. I'm just lazy. I just don't care. I can't be bothered to really focus on, oh no, Maya.
I mean, she wants to tell us her favorite concealer.
She's such a brat.
She did this last time too.
I know. She knows. She's like, it's my time to shine.
She's so cute.
So yeah, that's a really nice concealer. And then I have got this one from NYX. It's the Wonder Stick. This isn't bad. I don't mind using this end, but I really stick to using their contour end.
That's a good shade.
Yeah, it is a nice shade. It's called light medium.
Give us a swatch.
It's just, for sure. It's really, really nice. I'll give you a swatch of both sides. I really like it. I love the price point. Like drugstore makeup, oh no.
Did it follow? Oh, well, you don't use that side anyway.
The table. I feel like that kid. No, not really. I don't use it, but it's still really nice.
So one side is like a highlighting side and one is a contour side, but they're both matte. There's no shimmer. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. And again, I don't really powder, so I like that one. I was also looking at the Charlotte Tilbury because she has the one that comes in.
Oh, the wand. Yeah, I hear
top.
that's amazing.
Yes. So sorry. She's like really in the zoomies right now. She's like attacking the camera stand. I do want to try that next.
Yes.
Speed brand. And I got like the makeup. I got the mascara. The mascara's okay. It's fine. But this is the Bright.
It's like a waterline brightening pencil.
Yeah, it's called Bright. Yeah. Yep. It's right there. It's there and there. So I have it on. It's so nice. It just gives you a nice pop without being too intense like a white usually would or other beige. I remember when I worked at MAC, we had a really nice beige for the waterline, but it was a bit too beige. This one I feel like just fits in, just kind of gives you that bit of like you're awake, you're refreshed, you're looking good. So I like this one. This is just the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. Maya did knock it off of the counter in one of her fits.
We know what the eyeshadow palette matches the cat, so maybe that's why she was interested in it.
She's so bad, but she's so freaking cute. I can't stand it. But I like it. I have it on today. I have on these two colors. The Harlow and the Seed. It's just a nice everyday palette, but then if I go out somewhere, I can always kind kind of make it smokier. It's just a good all-in-one palette. Because I have the tuxedo from Victoria Beckham, which is lovely, but that's so cool tone that it's really only, I feel, appropriate for nighttime. This champagne color that's called Golden Flush, it's not my favorite. I don't like to use a lot of it because it's a bit too warm, but the other colors are just beautiful. This is like more of an inner corner eyelid thing. Yeah. I needed a new blush. I needed a peach blush, so I got this one from Surat called Peau de Pêche. So good. It's like so, and again, I have this on today because I have the pinks and I have the slightly more muted mauves. Okay, so I love the Chanel. This is the one from Gucci. I like absolutely love this one. I feel like this one, it gives me, the brush is slightly different. So I feel like I can get into the base of my lashes and work my way up, and they really darken around closer to my eye, which I like, because it gives me that kind of like cold, like I have a liner when I don't. You do have to work quickly with this one. It dries down really fast, which is nice. It's never really transferred on me.
In terms of foundation, this has been my new favorite foundation discovery of the year. This is the Fenty Skin Tint.
The Fenty?
Yes, the Fenty Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I love this in the summertime. It's not like a winter product for me, but for the summertime, it has really, really good lasting power, but it's sheer. It's less coverage than the Dior Face and Body foundation, but it does have like a blurring capability to it, and it's really, really nice. Applied with fingers. I found a perfect color match. I'm shade number 6 in this, which has like a really nice neutral olive undertone, which is always hard to find, and I love it. This has been my most used, especially in the warmer months, and this has been my favorite like new complexion product that I've discovered this year. And I also really love this. This is the Auric Glow Lust in the shade Pyrite. This is like a similar product to the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's like that type of illuminating primer, but I mostly like to use this to mix in with foundations, and I love the fact that this one has like an olivey undertone. Again, olive undertones, I just find them so flattering on me. I mean, I would never use this by itself all over the face. I would just mix it in with a more matte foundation to give it some life, or I would just use it at the tops of the cheeks with the Beauty Blender for some luminosity. And I'm not like a big highlighter person. I'm not a big luminizer person, just because I'm usually oily and I can produce my own. But if I could only choose like one luminizing highlighting product to use for the rest of my life, it would be this. I could easily part with all my other highlighters, powders, creams. This is just amazing because the color is so good, because it works really well mixed in with foundations. The pump is really nice too, because you can just do a quarter pump if you need it. Like, you don't have to do a full pump. It's like a really nice, you can be in control, much more in control with like how much you want to apply, and I love it. So those have been kind of the stars for me in terms of complexion. And I also really like the Lancome All Over Concealer, the Lancome Tante Doll All Over Concealer. And even just if don't want to use foundation one day and I just want to do like a little quick concealer all over with the Beauty Blender, and then I'm out the door, really good lasting power. But Lancome Tante Doll, I love the foundation too, so no surprise that I love the concealer. It's really good. For blush, because you showed a blush, so I thought I would show a blush too. This Tower 28, the Tower 28 cream blushes are my favorite. I have 4 colors, but if I only had to choose one color, it would be this one. It's called Rush Hour. It's so pretty and peachy. I'm wearing it today. I'm also wearing it a little bit on my lips. I love this formula because it's really nice. It's not sticky. It's not like, it sets really nicely, but it also has like a subtle dewy glow. I've also been really into eyebrows this year. I've like had an eyebrow revolution. The Anastasia Brow Freeze.
You like it?
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I'm really into that like laminated brow, like fluffy brow look. So I bought this when it launched and I love it. And then for filling in my brows, I love the NYX brow pen. So good. Like it better than any other brow pen I've tried. Better than the Glossier, better than the Ardell Stroke Brow, because it doesn't dry out. Storage can be a bit tricky because they can leak a little bit. So if I store them upside down, they can get a little bit leaky. So I use the shade, what is this called? Gray Black. I use this like in this side of the brows, and then I use the shade Ash Brown at the start of the brow for like a softer look. And then the other brow product that I use, and I use all these together, okay? I'm very extra. Then at the end, I do the Kosas Air Brow. This is like a tinted brow gel that's volumizing, and this deposits color to my brows. So if I want my eyebrow naturally is very dark. It's like almost like a gray, black, cool tone. But if I want them to be a little bit lighter, a little bit more of like a neutral brown, I do this, and it almost kind of like dyes my eyebrow and lifts it up a little bit, so it blends in with my hair color more. I love this. So I have this in the shade soft brown.
I'm using the Got To Be still, and that's still difficult for me to. My brows are very coarse, and they just don't like to really listen. So even the Got To Be gel that everybody uses,
the spiking gel,
yeah, it's like, so I have to actually try to get laminated again. I'm gonna try that. I did it once, it was okay.
Try the brand Refy. They have it at Sephora. Refy, R-E-F-Y.
Okay.
They have a brow gel that a lot of people that I follow on Instagram that have coarser brows, people that couldn't, like, they didn't like the Anastasia, because that, like, you won't like the Anastasia because it's not enough hold for you. Try the Refy, because that one is like supposed to be like hardcore.
Okay, send that to me, because I'm looking for.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, because I do like the Got To Be, but I honestly don't want to mess around with like a bit of water and gel.
It can be, it's a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
For lashes, this eyelash primer, I bought it from Yes Style. It's a Korean brand. It's called Peri Para.
Okay.
And this is the Peri Para Fixer Ink Mascara, but it's not a mascara, it's a primer.
Okay.
So you curl your lashes, then you apply this, then you do your mascara, and it holds a curl all day. It makes my mascara last longer too, like it doesn't, any mascara that I had smudging issues before, they don't smudge as much with this, but you do have to use an eye makeup remover.
Right.
At the end of the day, it does make removal a little bit more difficult, but I don't mind. I just use, my go-to, like the La Roche-Posay waterproof eye makeup remover. It's so good. It just takes everything off. I think you'll like this too, actually. This is a recent purchase, but when you buy something and then you wear it and you just know, like, yeah, this is the one. It's the Chantecaille Mermaid Eye Color Matte in the shade Sylvie.
Oh no, I don't have Sylvie, but I have one of that line. I forgot what shade I have. They're amazing.
They're so good, and this color in particular, Sylvie, is
100%. That's totally you.
It's
Sandra color.
I'm wearing it today. It's just like a one and done. So easy, beautiful brown. They call this mermaid eye color matte, but it's not matte. It's like, it's got like a soft satin sheen.
Yeah.
But it's so flattering. See, like,
that's
this is
so pretty. Yeah, that's nice. I don't remember. It's like a bit of a darker brown, I think.
I haven't used this so much lately, like in the last half of the year. Winter and spring, I was obsessed with this. I think I bought it in January because the brand was having a big sale, and it's by Rowan, and it's the cool toned one. It's the 52 degrees quad. And this is what I have today. Just in the center of the lids, I mixed these two shades, and I just have like dabbed them on a little bit. With all the sadness, all the pandemic uncertainty, I was really into glitter at the beginning of the year because it was like the one thing I could do to cheer myself up. And this just brought me so much joy. I'm gonna have to dip into, because I really haven't been using it a lot over the last 6 months, but I still remember how much I loved this in the first half of the year, so I felt like it would be worth mentioning it. This color I don't use that often because it's one of those like cool toned blue tone things, and I just don't like these tones on my eyes, but these three are really nice.
I think also it's nice to use glitter in the dead of winter. I think it really does like boost up your attitude.
Lips. God. Do you have any lipsticks?
Oh, I just have this one. We both have it. You got me to buy it when we were together. Rose Hermes Rose Tan 49.
Yeah, this is my favorite too.
Oh. I actually have it on right now with my.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it with Armani number 12. Yeah, it is like your lip. It's sheer. Your lips but better. It's really comfortable. It's not heavy.
And it's matte too, like it's not,
it's not matte where you're just kind of like, it's the Sahara Desert on your lips, but.
I like the way it smells too.
Does that smell? It's so.
To me it smells like,
it's light.
It smells like berries, doesn't it? Here's a swatch. It's very much like a My Lips but better color, I agree.
It is. Like, and on like my pale skin, this is what the swatch is like. It's just soft. I do like it a lot. Especially, like I said, if you pair that with the eyeshadow, the Chantecaille eyeshadow, you're done. Like, if you don't have time in the morning.
Easy peasy,
or if you're in a rush.
exactly.
Yeah. Because it's the thing too, it's like I've noticed that my makeup routine is getting more simple.
I have two other lipsticks that I love. The Lisa Eldridge Kitten Mischief.
Oh, I do love that one.
Yeah, in the spring I wore this a lot. I'm actually wearing this today with a little bit of that Tower 28 blush. You find this more moisturizing than the Hermes?
Yeah.
Really? I actually find the Hermes more moisturizing, but...
Really? That's funny. It's also a bit more pigmented than the Hermes.
Yes. I love the tone. The tone is so nice. It's such a nice, like, it's a little bit of peach. It's a little bit of pink. It's a little bit of brown. It's such a nice mix. And it doesn't look like it's anything special, but I honestly don't have any dupes of it in my collection. And I just find it really, really flattering. And then the other thing is the Chantecaille Honeysuckle. This has been my star of the show, fall, winter. This is more of, again, My Lips But Better color. This is more pink. And it's also a lot more shiny.
Yeah.
Actually, let me swatch the Hermes too so you can have a comparison, but here we go.
I feel like for me, the Kitten Mischief and the Hermes, because my lips tend to go a bit rosy, so they kind of neutralize that, but they still give me something nice. And the Kitten Mischief, if Lisa Eldridge would have put that out first, I would have purchased that and Fawn and like nothing else. The Velvet Fawn and Kitten Mischief for me are just perfect. They're absolutely perfect.
The Makeup Forever Artist pencils are, oh my god, I love them so much. Have you tried these?
No. Right.
So this color in particular, I'm actually wearing this on my eyes today. This is Endless Cacao, but it's really nice to use as a lip liner too. If you want like more of that sculpting shadow type of vibe. Really, really good. And then I have the shade Anywhere Caffeine, which is again an amazing...
Oh, that's really pretty.
Mauvey tone. Again, really good for when I want to add some more sculpting and definition.
I have Stone from MAC because I like that bit of contour, but that's a little bit too much. I feel that the color Cacao from Makeup Forever is going to be a bit more forgiving for me.
If you just use a light hand, you can really control the depth. The Charlotte Tilbury Eye Powder Pencil. So good. Love the fact that it's like a powder formula, so it's so easy to smoke out. This is like my go-to smoky liner type of liner because you can blend it out to nothing. So if I want to do like a little smoky wing situation, I've been getting into smoky wings this year, keeping it softer. So I love this. And I have this in the shade, the brown one, the classic brown. It's a really nice dark brown, but they have a black one too.
I have this Balmain Texturizing Volume Spray that I got on my hairdressers. No way.
Girl, I bought it because of you. And it's like the best texturizing spray ever. I'm so thankful.
It's nice.
Thankful to your hairdresser for blessing us with this discovery.
You know, I'm obsessed. I love that. I love everybody there. Actually, I have to send them a Christmas gift. I like that it's not too stiff of a hold. You can still work with the hair. So this is a really, really soft way to kind of keep the texture and the curls that I want going through my hair in the shaft.
Oh, interesting. See, I use it differently. Yeah. I use it on my roots.
Using your roots?
I use it on my roots for like volume.
Ooh, we're gonna have to switch.
We have different hair types and hair textures and hair. So it's nice to know that different hair types and textures can use the same product. Because I have super fine hair, and I got my mom to, when my mom and I went to Miami. I got her to use this too, and her hair looked amazing, so she ordered one too immediately. So
good.
It's so good. It smells really good. Yeah, it's like
it smells very nice. It's not too overbearing. It'll work with your fragrances that you have on. Yeah. It doesn't leave gross fingers. Like you don't have to really wet sticky hands or anything. It's just very
light. It doesn't feel crunchy. It's lighter, and it's not as drying in the hair as Oribe. It's not as texturizing as Oribe. It gives me volume, and texturizing volume spray. That's like the perfect name for it because it does do both. I love it.
And the other one was just the IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. Because I went from using the Bumble & Bumble Preta powder, which I love, but I think this one, sometimes I just have to change the stuff up in my hair. I brought a small one when I was at my family's house in Michigan, so I left it there, and I liked it. I'm like, you know what? Let's just buy the bigger one for myself. I really do enjoy it. It's nice. It's a good smell. It's clean. This is a bit more of an intense smell than the Balmain texturizing spray. This is more of a presence. It's clean though, and it smells like a fragrance, but it's okay.
This is the Biologique Recherche Lotion P50 for the scalp. This is Lotion P50 Capillaire, and it's awesome. Sometimes at the change of the seasons, I struggle with itchy, flaky scalp.
Yes.
And this has completely alleviated all those problems. I use this. I love how easy it is to use because you just use this you know, before you wash your hair, basically. I spray it, you know, on my scalp, massage it in for 5 minutes, then I go into the shower and I wash my hair, and that's it. So it's so easy to use. And it smells, I mean, it smells like vinegar, right? It smells like Biologique Recherche. It's not like the brand you go to for amazingly smelling products, but you wash it out so it doesn't linger into the hair or anything. And I love it. And I bought this actually at the beginning of the year. So like one full, this is expensive. It's over $100, which is a lot. But the bottle lasted me a full year. So I love it, and I will be repurchasing. I also discovered the Olaplex toning shampoo this year, and it's so good. I'm so happy with it. It helps, you know, get rid of any brassiness, and it does it in such a short amount of time. You only have to lather and leave it on for like 2 minutes, and it does the same level of brightening and toning as the Christophe Robin Baby Blonde mask. So it's nice if you're pressed for time. You don't have, you know, the Christophe Robin is amazing, and that's like a luxurious, indulgent experience, and it also moisturizes the hair. This one doesn't, obviously this doesn't moisturize your hair because it's just a shampoo, but if you're pressed for time, you don't feel like sitting with a hair mask in your hair for half an hour. This in the shower, 2 minutes, and it gives amazing results. So really, really happy that I discovered this. Is the K18 molecular hair mask. This is really, really good. It's a really interesting science that actually repairs your hair. It's not the same mechanism of action as Olaplex, but it's similar, arguably even better. They're nice to use together. It's not like if you're an Olaplex user, you have to stop using this. I mean, you can use them in as part of your hair care regime, but you use this without conditioner. So when you use this, you shampoo your hair, you don't use conditioner. You get out of the shower, you towel dry your hair, you put this on, wait 4 minutes, then you can put the rest of your styling stuff in and dry your hair. Like, you don't rinse it out. You have to, it's interesting. Some people said that it's not moisturizing enough for them, so maybe if your hair is super, super dry, you might not love this. But I love this. It feels like my hair is put together, like especially at my ends. It really helps. Yeah. It just really, really helps kind of regain the strength of my hair, and I've just been really happy with it. It's just like a very clean, slightly fruity scent. It doesn't linger. It's nothing offensive. And depending on your hair density and your hair length, it tells you the dosage. So for me, I have fine, thin hair, but it's long, so it says to use between 1 to 2 pumps. So I use 1.5 pumps.
Hair masks are something I always forget about.
It mimics your natural protein that your hair is made up of, and it goes in and kind of like fills in the blanks, but it actually binds. It doesn't just, it's not like hair masks with silicones that just mask the problem.
I have 3 body care items. What do I have? Okay, so I'm becoming my aunt's and my mom. I have Aquaphor now. They use Eucerin, but I have Aquaphor. It's just the healing ointment. I have it on my bedside because, especially since I've been using stuff in the foundry, my hands are so, I know I should be using gloves. I don't use gloves because sometimes I'm in such a rush that I'm working with these like harsh chemicals. So after you have a wax product, you have to dip it in what's called a slurry. Stuff is very drying. So I don't always have an opportunity to grab my gloves, especially because my gloves are bigger than my hands and you're slipping around and stuff. So I like to leave this by the bedside. I'll put this on, especially like on my knuckles and my fingers at night, and also on my heels, and it's wonderful. It's literally just like an ointment.
Yes. Are we back on? Are we back online?
Yes, perfect. Yes. So many technical difficulties today. Anyways, it's also nice on my the heels of my feet, especially in the wintertime. So I'll just slather it on before I go to bed.
It's a classic.
And it's great. And I'm 100 years old now. I had to run around and pick up stuff for a shoot. And I usually don't buy anything from Byredo, but I purchased a bunch of things for a work shoot, and then I discovered this Blanche, the body lotion. I don't know if a lot of the Byredo fragrances work on my body, but the lotion is amazing. And I wear sandalwood every single day, like sandalwood oil. And I have never been more complimented when I wear this, and then I'll have this on too. So it's a very good combination. And there's something about, I used to make fun of fragrance sets, and like, why do people need a soap and a lotion
now
and
you
fragrance? And now I get it. Frederic Malle has the portrait of a lady in an oil, and that's also another way to wear it, especially you don't really want to wear the perfume because it's a bit intense. So this is just like a nice, subtle. I mean, people
Is it a
still
body
smell
oil?
it, but it's a body oil. It's like a dry
Very
body
nice.
oil, but it's really, really nice. The bottles
Stunning.
are like beautiful. So like these two together, I mean, how
Oh,
gorgeous
beautiful.
is that? Just hanging
Beautiful.
out. Yeah, I think that's it for body
Okay.
for me. Nothing else changes in my life, especially during COVID. So.
I have one body care product that has just been this brand is so cool. It's a brand called Soft Services, and it's a new brand that launched this year, and their whole thing is like targeted body care for body care problems. So if you have keratosis pilaris, if you have body acne, their products are geared to help solve those problems. So this is their clearing clay multi-use breakout treatment for the body. And do you remember in the summertime I kept complaining to you that I kept breaking out above my knees? I blame the bike shorts. You can use this 3 different ways. You can use this as an in-shower treatment, applied to clean body skin prone to breakouts, massage 1 minute and rinse. Other than my weird knee problems that have since gone away. I break out like sometimes on my shoulders or on my chest, maybe a little bit on my neck, and I just put this on those areas, wait a minute, rinse it out, and that's it. And it's a sulfur-based treatment. You can also use it as a mask, so if you have more severe breakouts, you can just put it on maybe when you're in the bath and wait 5 to 10 minutes and then wash it off. You can also use it as a little spot treatment overnight. It's really good. They also have a really good body exfoliating bar. I love that too. I use that. I don't want to show it because it's kind of gross because I use it, but it's just a bar soap with exfoliating beads. That one's really good on the backs of my legs with ingrown hairs. I have 2 fragrances. The first, you know, because I bought this with you.
It smells so good on you.
Oh, it's
so
like
unique.
a sexy Tic Tac. Like
What?
that's my. To me, it smells like the outside of like a citrus Tic Tac. You know the orange Tic Tac?
Oh yes, it smells good.
So there's like a citrus element to it, but there's also this really gorgeous sweetness.
Yeah.
It's got this like really beautiful sweet vanilla dry down, but it's not cloying.
Right.
And I can't do a lot of sweet vanilla. I can't really do a lot of gourmand fragrances.
Yeah.
But this is just so nice. I love the way that it wears. It smells good on me all day long. And I'm just obsessed with it. It's Tom Ford Soleil Neige. And another favorite, I think I bought this in the beginning of the year, but it's the Byredo dupe. It's like a Byredo dupe of their Bal d'Afrique fragrance. So this is a brand called Oil Perfumery. I like the way that it wears on me. Maybe it's almost like a little bit more citrusy on my skin, which I love. It's just a beautiful like vetiver citrusy scent, and a little goes a long way. Like I just dab, you know, my pulse points, and that's it. And I mean, I've been using this a lot, and I barely have made a dent in this. They do a lot of different dupes. They have a lot of Tom Ford dupes. I know our friend Shelby really loves this too, and it just smells so good. And it's nice to throw in your bag too for touch-ups because it's so easy. And fragrance oils are nice. I do find that they last longer on the skin than a lot of traditional eau de toilettes.
That, and I think that
I'm a big fan.
Especially if you are your temperature, it smells really good on you. Especially when your body temperature rises, I think that's when they're most potent because they are on like your skin and they've melded with your skin. Whereas I feel like with the spray perfumes, they work, but they sit on top of the skin. Whereas an oil kind of melds in and it just
penetrates,
really, and it emanates really, really beautifully. Like it's a beautiful. I love oils.
Sometimes even through your hair too, like a little bit of fragrance oil, put it in your fingertips, warm it up, and just run it through your hair.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I have 2 nail products.
Ooh.
The first is the Olive and June Ridge Filler.
Right.
I love it. I've used ridge filling nail primers before, but I feel like this actually makes my nail polish last longer on top too.
Oh.
And it's just really good. Like it just fills in the ridges and it has like a soft matte finish. Really nice and clean. Love this. And then in terms of nail color, you actually introduced me to this brand when you got me the little palette for Christmas like a few years ago.
Yeah.
But this year I bought this color from Static Nails, and it's it's called Milky Pink, and it's their sheer from their sheer range. I've tried so many sheer pink nail polishes over the years, and a lot of them, while beautiful, they can be a pain in the butt to apply. They can get streaky, they're hard to layer. This is the best. It never gets streaky. The brush is amazing. It lasts a long time. Like I can get like 10 days out of this manicure easy. And this is my favorite. Has been my favorite Milky Pink ever. So easy to so easy to use. I think I've posted pictures of it on Instagram if you guys want to see what this looks like on my nails. I usually do 2 coats.
Pretty.
Wears beautifully, really shiny and easy to use, and it's not streaky.
I wish I could do my nails. I think with school and what I'm doing with my hands.
Work with your hands too, so in your studio and stuff.
Yeah, and it's hard because I just had to kind of like give up that dream, and I just get I get like the Russian manicure and I get gels. Yeah, look at how much I've used. It's beautiful. It's the Nest Holiday. It's awesome. It smells so good. I'm so happy with it. I got one for my sister, and I got her like a reed diffuser as well in the same scent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like Christmas, but it's not in your face. It's a good throw. My whole apartment smells amazing. People comment on it when they come in the house, which is nice. And it's like cozy and it's warm and I love it.
It's so pretty.
And it's such a good price for 3 wicks. I mean, again, I got this during the VIB sale, but I don't mind spending. I feel like Nest is a good price point for what they are. They
are better than Diptyque in terms of candle quality and
way
scent
better.
throw.
Yeah. Bora Bora from Le Paradis. And it smells.
I can't wait to smell it. It sounds so good when you
even
describe
when
it
it's
to me.
not lit. It smells like it's in the guest room and everything. It just smells so good. I'm so happy. So it's very summery. It's very tropical. There's like coconut and vanilla and it's just warm. But you know me, I normally don't like these types of scents. This is amazing. And I also normally wouldn't burn it during the winter because it's out of place. Mm-hmm. But when I was working, it was just like a nice vibe. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. I feel like I'm so
for me
bored
too.
This year. I've been purchasing makeup when I need it. So if I don't need it,
right.
I've truly been trying to do that, which has been great. It's really slowed down my makeup consumption.
Definitely. I'm a big fan of like a 1 in, 1 out policy, especially when it comes to beauty products, because beauty products they expire, right? They're not going to last forever.
Chris got a real kick out of Project Pan last year not Project Pan, sorry, we're only buying 10 things.
When we thought that we're only buying 10 items of clothing, yeah. Well, at the beginning, when I talked to you at the beginning of the year, you said that you were going to try to buy no items. You said you were going to try to buy
that
nothing.
went out the window.
And you bought something like 2 weeks after. You're like, oh, I just bought 2 vintage dresses.
2 vintage dresses. I was with my sister at Nordstrom. She was visiting me. And she's like, I was looking for lug boots. And she's like, you need those? I'm like, well, that I need them. You know, and then I think I was talking to you about something. We bought 2 scarves. I mean, we try our best, but you know, we're human.
I've been trying to make more considered purchases, but I mean, it's always a journey.
I get excited about finding something, and I get excited about the purchase, and it's the whole process of shopping. Right. And I do want to push myself. I think my goal in the new year is to push myself on social media. Just so, because I'm so shy and I get so nervous about posting things, and I always like second guess myself. So I'm just gonna try to do more like little videos of my outfits. I'm not tagging anybody. I don't care. I don't care if I get 0 views. Right. For me, social media is an exercise into just like letting go. I'm here to hype you up whenever you need it. Thank you.
Are you going to be reading more trashy novels into the new year?
110. Girl, I already have 3 lined up. It's just like a Hallmark movie. It's my disassociation. It's like my detachment mechanism. Right. And I have surpassed my Goodreads goal by 50 books.
That's amazing.
I'm already, because they're easy reads, Sandra. Like, it's not rocket science.
It's nice to read. Yeah. It's nice to kind of disconnect from screens and just kind of get caught up in a book.
I want to be in a Hallmark movie.
A Hallmark Christmas movie. Where you're going back to the small town and the mailman that was very handsome that you've never noticed before.
In high school, yeah. I was like, oh, we went to high school together. Well, I moved out of here. I'm a big city girl. And then
you fall in love.
We fall in love, and then we buy a farm. It's perfect. We decorate it. Then we're Santa and Mrs. Claus every year for the hometown parade. I'd make you be an extra. And make you.
You can hire me to like maintain the manger.
But yeah, I think just my trashy novels. I have some good novels, I think, in there somewhere. The Matrix is coming out. I'm very excited about that.
Well, another year in the books. This is our seventh year in a row doing this. Can you believe it?
7, really?
We started in 2014. We're losing collagen, but we're gaining wisdom. So, And honestly, I will have wisdom and like self-confidence over collagen any day.
100%.
Oh, there it is. The whole family. The whole family.
Hey, you got a haircut.
too.
Oh, that is
Nice to
so
see
cute. The ears are the best.
Pepper, what's your skincare routine? Now I have dog hair all over my face. There it is. There it is. Sometimes it gets in my eyes. And that's about it. I'm going to have all the products linked below, and also linked to Dina's Instagram if you want to see the outfits. We're going to demand that she post.
Yes.
We want to
Yes,
see
we're gonna
your
do it.
outfits because
You're
I
gonna-
mean, I love your style. I think you have such a good eye for tailoring, and it's interesting, but it's classic at the same time, and feminine, and it's beautiful. So I'm excited to see what you're going to share.
I appreciate that.
Start
Yeah,
small,
the
girl.
pressure
Start
is
small.
So funny that we put on ourselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Small potatoes.
exactly. And yeah, that's about it. Bye.
Bye.